Morning. I see so many beautiful faces out here today. I also see behind those faces, in your eyes, those faces that are hiding anxiety, sorrow, anger, grief. I also harbor those emotions. For our friends, neighbors, and loved ones who are snatched away unexpectedly, for the ones that haven't come home, and for the ones who will never come home on this earth. But I feel mostly anger. Anger for the ones who have not been held accountable for causing this crisis. I was born and raised in Appleton, where Core Civic is currently converting an old prison into a detention center. I am a 7th generation resident of that community. I raised my children there, and I live there today. I'm also a foster mom and a public school teacher. Before this, I worked at Core Civic, then CCA in Appleton when it operated as a prison. A detention center, on the other hand, is quite contrary. It houses fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, and in some cases even babies, accused of nothing other than not being wanted here. I'll spare the stories because you've heard so many heartbreaking stories. Families torn apart, torn away from the only life they've known, or the life that they thought they were seeking the right way. The families that will never see their loved ones again. Citizens protesting these constitutional violations and frankly human rights violations have been treated worse than the ones violating our rights. People exercising their First Amendment rights are being charged with felonies, while agents who assault, detain, neglect, and in some cases murder, are free to walk around in the society. Even keep their jobs. I watched as they released people from the Federal Whipple building on a Monday morning in negative 10-degree weather. Sent them out the door. Told the protesters will help you. How is that benefiting our society? How is that even remotely considered humane? How does that keep us safe? There's been little to no oversight in ICE detention centers, little to no access to medical care, in some cases maggots and food, overcrowded cells with no toilets, no access to basic hygiene items, reports of assault, over 50 deaths and counting. Many of these have been in Core Civic detention centers. The United Nations Chief of Human Rights is calling for investigations into these conditions and whether the deaths could have been prevented, and I say it's about time. He is quoted, "Those responsible for violations of the law must be held into account, and the rights of the victims' families to truth, justice, and reparation, and guarantees of non-recurrence must be upheld." When will this end? How many people have to endure this before it stops? Not only are the policies of DHS immoral and inhumane, they go against the very Constitution we were all taught was the supreme law of the land. They also go against God's teachings. And I'll leave you today with a passage from Matthew 25 in Jesus' words. "For I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not visit me." Then they will answer, "Lord, when did we see thee hungry or thirsty or a stranger or naked or in prison or sick and did not minister to thee?" Then he will answer them, "Truly, I say to you, as you did it not to one of the least of these, you did it not to me." Keep looking out for your neighbors. Godspeed.